everyone, and welcome to this unboxing video for Arkham Horror's 3rd edition Dread of Night expansion. The first expansion to the Arkham Horror 3rd edition board game. Whee! This looks like a smaller expansion, but usually they start off with larger expansions. This is about the same size as an Arkham Horror the card game expansion, which is significantly smaller than any of their other Arkham File expansions, to my knowledge, at least with the current incarnations. Not counting Elder Signs, which I don't even know if that counts as a current game anymore. Like, I don't even know if it's in stock. I see it at my store, but I don't know if that's just copies are sitting around. I do actually really like that game, but... Regardless, this seems to still come with a decent amount of stuff based on the numbers on the back. Alright, so we've got a single double-sided sheet of rules, including one thing which puts in one thing that I'm immediately reminded of. I'll get to that later. We've got investigator cards and the scenario cards. And we have 4 new investigators. We have Diana Stanley, the Redeemed Cultist, Kate Winthrop, the Scientist, who I don't actually see in a lot of the games that I remember. Like, last I remember, she's in Mansions of Madness. Roland Banks, the Fed, and Skids O'Toole, the ex-convict. 3 of these I'm very familiar with. And then the 2 scenarios are Silence of Tosh-Thogu, H.P. Lovecraft names, and, well, a more simple one, Shot in the Dark, which I just saw this image used the unboxing video I filmed just before this, which was the Murder at the Excelsior Hotel for Arkham Horror the card game. But we all know that they recycle a lot of their art, and I'm okay with it. It's good art, or at least decent most of the time. Then we've got some punch-out boards. Oh boy, there's a lot of cards underneath this, which is a board and a half. The board's trying to bend, like the plastic is stronger than the board. That's not really a good thing. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, so we've got a bunch of different clue tokens, including some standard clue tokens with the investigator standee boards. And I say a bunch of single ones because there's sets of 3s on here, but more importantly on this one is a monster card stand, just like you do with the encounter card stands for the clue cards. And it's just like, okay, that's awesome. I kind of would have liked that with the core game. That might make things hard to fit in just the core game, but this core game's box is also kind of small. And then we've got 3 packs of cards and 4 more stands? I don't know why there's more. Because there's not enough to put one on every character from the core game. There's enough to put one on every character that gets played. 6, because it's a 6-player game. But regardless. And 2 packs of standard size cards and 1 pack of mini cards. Let's start with that. So mini cards have the tendency to be the character-specific cards, but also monsters. Speaking of which, we've got the character-specific cards right here, with things like Call the Storm, Dark Insight, Stolen Amulet, Flux Stabilizer, Replicatable Findings, I think? Findings, I know for sure. It's the first word I'm not sure about. Research Notes, 38 Special, Follow-Up, which has the same image for evidence in the card game. Implaceable? Huh, I don't know what that would be. Light Finger, On the Lamb, and Switchblade. Oh, skids. Then we've got some monsters, including the Undulating Mass, Sabana Riley. Looks like we're dealing with some of the Omani game. Rough Bootlegger. Yay! Oh wait, that's still a monster. Oh no, I forgot monsters in general. I'm thinking the card game where monster is actually a keyword. Mouthy Recounter, and Mob Enforcer. Normalish people, but I'm guessing Shot in the Dark is one of those. This is primarily, you're dealing with other people. Because that's what some of the Arkham File stories are. Hit Squad, definitely O'Banny. Not Assumption, it says it right on there. Grasping Fungus. That's a Migo. Interesting. Feckless Agitator. Some more humans. I don't get the order to this at all. It's not an alphabetical or anything from what I can tell. Or it is, and it's just backward. Yeah, it's just backwards. So it might be going from the backside. But we got Crawling Ones, Coral, Buckard. I don't know what a Sheldon Survivor is. Cerebral Extractor, another Migo. Carapace Stalker. It's definitely got a victim. Brutal Goons and Brawling Riot. Whee! People are the worst monsters. No, not in H.P. Lovecraft. And we've got some wanted effects, which look like similar versions to Dark Pack, including the fact that they're all different on the back. Discard any reputation talents. You may not gain any reputation talents. This reminds me of the debt cards from Eldritch Horror. Then we've got a bunch of unique cards, which I'm not going to go through because these ones might be story relevant. 4 new spells, including Lure Monster, Clairvoyance, Instill Bravery, and Rack. Some shop items. I want to call them common, but common and curio items, really. With Camera, Map of Arkham. It's helpful in a game that only takes place in Arkham. True Magic, with a K, CK, and Warding Stones, which uses the researcher or student ally image from the card game. And then some allies of Amos Blythe, Nick Cuttery, Chuck Fergus, Theo Bonnie Driver, and Delilah O'Rourke. So that's all the small cards. And we turn to... Let's go with this one first. Now, I'm not going to read through all the encounter cards and stuff, even their names. But the first bit here is... I'm going to have to read how these go in. We have whole new normal encounter cards. These are not clue cards. Like, they're not gray on the front. They've got the set icon on them and everything, which is a skull with a star kind of silhouette cut away into it. But yeah, I think this covers all the neighborhoods, even a set for the streets. So I don't know if these replace, mix in, but it's nice to see some variety. That does remind me I'm a little sad that it is a smaller expansion, because this is probably what they're going to classify as a smaller expansion, because I was hoping for more neighborhoods as well. But then I'm guessing they would have had, now that that kind of thing exists, with replacement sets, they'll have to add 2 sets on the next one instead of 1 set for that neighborhood if these are separate sets, or just a set that's twice the size. Then we've got 7 new headlines. Remember, these are your countdown in the game. As soon as you run out of these, you just start adding Doom in place of drawing them, because you don't reshuffle through. Street gangs come to Arkham. All roads lead to Arkham. Strange lights on strange nights. Deputy detects dastardly deeds. Planetary convergence nigh. Something rotten in Arkham, you don't say. Stocks stutter as banks mutter. Remember 1920s. Woo! Good depression! And then on to the last pack of cards, which looks more like the story-relevant stuff. Including some more archive cards, which I've never gotten any of the expansions to the Fallout board game. Still mean to, but priorities. I'm hoping that they continue thus a 51 and higher, but we'll see. So we've got a new temporal screwery card. Although these are all named the same thing and don't even bother with the icon on, or the set on the bottom, like for a name. And then we've got the event encounters. So the clue ones specifically for both sets. And these are actually pretty meaty. Those are expected. These are the ones I'm definitely not reading through. And yep. Sorry, I thought it would continue from 51 on, because I remember it being 50 cards, but it was apparently 40. And yeah, it just continues right on with one epic monster and a bunch of different other things in here that I'm not going to show off because this is definitely story-based. At least not in an unboxing video. If people would like to see things in more detail, feel free to ask. I'm more than willing to cover that outside of an unboxing video or how to play or a review. But for now, that's everything in this. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press that like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, feel free to share this video. Either way, you'll help this video get seen more. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press that dislike button. I won't mind, but please leave a constructive comment as to why. Also, feel free to comment in general, such as, if you do want to see an overview of this, I would like to do the core game first, but one thing at a time. If you ask for this, it encourages me to get started on that. Or if you'd like to hear me talk about the game more, be it in general or as a review, see how to play, or anything else along those lines. And if you'd like to see more like this, be it more unboxing videos, my board game overviews, my painting videos, which I still try to get around to for Mansions of Madness, and anything else that I might do on this channel, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.